Hey everyone! My name is Floris and I want to tell you about Canvas, a PHP framework I've been working on. Now, before you roll your eyes and think, oh great, another PHP framework, let me tell you why Canvas exists, because Canvas wasn't born in a computer science classroom or built because I was bored on a weekend. Canvas has been developed and refined over 20 years to address real-world challenges. It all started around 2004, when I was running my own e-commerce company. Back then, there really weren't many PHP frameworks to choose from. Symfony and Laravel didn't exist yet. So I did what many developers did in those days. I built my own framework. Fast forward to 2015. I started working for this e-commerce company and they had this interesting challenge. They had a successful business built on legacy code with no framework at all. Just raw PHP that had evolved over years and was making them money. They needed to modernize gradually, without breaking everything. The company stored all their routes in a database table. Every URL, every product category, every landing page was dynamic and stored in a database. This is a pretty common pattern in e-commerce and CMS systems, where content and URLs need to be managed by non-technical users. By this time, Laravel and Symfony were mature and popular, so I thought, perfect, let's use one of these. But here's what I discovered. They just didn't adapt easily to legacy systems. They wanted you to restructure everything to fit their conventions. I investigated building adapters and custom route matchers, but honestly, it looked like it was going to be way too much trouble. I'd be fighting the framework instead of working with it. That's when I realized, instead of forcing a square peg into a round hole, why not create a framework that was designed from day one to work with existing systems? So I went back to my 2004 framework and started evolving it. I didn't want to reinvent everything, so I borrowed heavily from established frameworks. Laravel's elegant API, Symfony's solid architecture, Doctrin's ORM power. But I didn't just copy these ideas, I improved on them for modern PHP development, all while building with one core principle. Legacy integration should feel natural, not like a hack. So who is Canvas for? If you're building a greenfield project and love Laravel, stick with Laravel, it's great for that. But if you're modernizing a legacy system, dealing with database-driven routing from CMS or e-commerce systems, or you need gradual migration strategies instead of complete rewrites, then Canvas might be exactly what you've been looking for. In this series, I'm going to show you everything Canvas can do. We'll build a real application, explore how Canvas borrowed and improved upon ideas from other frameworks, dive deep into the ORM, and see legacy integration in action. Next video, we'll jump right in and build our first Canvas application from scratch. I'll show you how Canvas feels familiar if you know Laravel or Symfony, but with some key improvements that make development smoother. You'll see routing, controllers, dependency injection, and get a feel for Canvas's developer experience. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.